Shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, as always, I want to start off giving all honor, glory, infinite praise, and worship to our power. Yahweh, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors, double honors to our apostles, our elders, a great millstone, who will teach you in sound doctrine, strong shalom, to the hopeful elect, and the rest of the large multitude of men, women, and children that the Lord will have mercy on these last days. All right, it's your brother Kadash, representing the GMS branch here in Cleveland, Lord willing to bring out a quick and edifying lesson. All right. The title of this lesson is The Last War. Okay, the last war. This last war in which it's a necessary evil. All right. Evil is a compound word, eve meaning time, ill meaning bad. All right. So it's a necessary bad time. Okay. Why is it a necessary evil? It's because two things are going to happen. Two major things are going to happen. All right. Well, matter of fact, three major things. Three major things is going to happen. This is why this last war is definitely needed, man. You see, it's crazy because when I talk about these things around family and friends, or I'm gonna just say family, like my parents, or they about it, but like some things that be said about the end days, they don't be want. Sometimes people don't want to hear it because it'll halt the reality, if that's the right word. It'll stop their plans. You know what I'm saying? So this is needed, man. The reason why, the fact that you gotta work all goddamn day, okay, is the reason why this is needed, because like I said, three major things come from this last war. Okay, the glorification of Yahweh, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, that will be on the earth. That vibration will be on the earth and it will never be put out again. Two, Israel will be restored. Health will be restored unto us, and we will never be sick again, mentally, physically, or spiritually. Three, the downfall of our enemy. He would never rise up above us again. Okay, he would never be in power again. It's three major things that's coming from this last war. Okay, last war. It's inevitable, man. It's inevitable. Here you see on the screen an article. All right, says WW3 is only way to the halt Vladimir Putin, and stopping for him is death. So obviously, like I always bring out, Vladimir, Putin, his name means go along the way. Okay, so in the spirit, all right, he's going along with the way, which means that they said only way to stop him, he's not going to stop until death. Which means that if the spirit that YAHWASHI YAHWASHI is raising up in him is a spirit of war, okay, is a spirit of war. Okay, matter of fact, let me start off. We're just gonna flow through the spirit. Let me grab this real quick. This is Second Esdras, chapter 15, and man, let's just start at 29. It says, matter of fact, let's start at 28. It says, behold, in horrible vision and the appearance thereof from the east, because the battle is going to come from the east. Okay, the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, the Lord's judgment, is over there in the land of Palestine. All right, the land of Israel. Okay, that landmass over there is where the war is going to what's the word I'm looking for? Extend from. Okay, because the scriptures say, let me grab this real quick and I'm gonna come back. This is Jeremiah 50 and 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of YAHWASHI YAHWASHI, that he have taken against Babylon and his purposes. Okay, because this is the counsel that the Lord has had in the heavens regarding the judgment of the great whore, which the great whore is spiritually known as Babylon. Okay, which is the red, white, and blue. Okay, it says, and his purposes, right? His plans, his plots, his persuasions, his devices that he have proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. All right. So I'm gonna read again. It says, therefore hear the counsel of YAHWASHI YAHWASHI, that he have taken against Babylon and his purposes. So the Lord, it talks about the Lord's intent. Okay, when you go to Jeremiah 30 and 24, or in 23 and 24, it talks about it's the intent of the Lord's heart. So this is the Lord's purpose. His purpose is to destroy you, man. His purpose is to take you out. His plan is to take evil out from the man, from the Israelite man, woman, and child for good, man. Okay, because while our what the Lord have set for us to go through is getting to the point that it has been is being is going to reach to be fulfilled, man. So therefore, the Lord is going to take the next step. It says that He have proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. It says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely He shall make their habitation desolate with them. Right, because you had it where, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. What I'm looking for. See. All right. It says CNBC. It says Iran accuses Israel of launching drone attack on weapons facility. Okay, and it's gonna continue to escalate, and it's gonna continue to escalate, and it's gonna continue to escalate to the point that is like just like Ukraine. It's an article like I mentioned in my last lesson. It's an article that says that if Ukraine, matter of fact, let me see if I can get it. I'm just typing it. I remember the title. If Ukraine loses the war, will be something along that line. See what comes up. Bear with me, because I want to show you this article real quick. That's even if they, you know what I'm saying, show it, because, you know, it came up, but you know how they do, they take down things too, man. Matter of fact, let me go to my history on my, hold on, bear with me. Bear with me. History. All right, let's see if I got it in here, because I know I clicked on it. Bear with me. We got one article that says WW3 is already underway, and that came from Russia. All right, let me see if I got the other one. Bear with me. It says, damn, they probably took it down. Yeah, they probably took it down. But anyways, it had mentioned what you see on the screen. Let me go back. Damn, that's crazy. I should have took a screenshot of it. But it's all good. But you see that? You see what I got typed in? It says if Ukraine loses the war, it would be America's downfall. So, and that's what the title. It would be the downfall of America's society, and that's what the title was of the article. Okay, so let me go back. So you see, Iran accused Israel of bombing its facility. Now, this article I have here is from the Mirror. Again, I'm gonna read the title again. WW3 is the only way to halt Vladimir Putin. So they're saying that this WW3 is the only way to stop this man. You know, they're calling him a madman. You know what I mean? So, hey man, so the Lord is putting back. Oh, let me go to that second. Go back. Let's say it's 15 and 28 again. Behold, and hope a vision in the appearance thereof from the east. So it's going to come from from the east. All right, even though it's happening in the west. All right, it's gonna, because the scriptures talk about. All right, let me get this real quick before I finish. Salaki. This is Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel. Hold on. This is Ezekiel 38. Oh, hold on, that's not the one I want. Let's go to, no, let's get the one in Damn, I thought it was in Ezekiel. Let's get it. Oh, let me go back to it. Salaki. Bear with me. This is Ezekiel 38. I thought this was in Ezekiel 38. Yeah, this is Ezekiel 38. Yeah, this I'm starting at the top. It says, this is and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach, Tubal, and prophesy against them, and say, because that's dealing with the land of Russia, and say, Thus said the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, and all of them handling swords. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shields and helmets. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar and of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. It says, so I can bear with me. You got the other one. I know it's another. I know it's another one too. That links up with Ezekiel 38. This is I'm probably thinking of Job. But hold on, let's see. Because the point of the Lord of putting fish hooks in their jaws is to draw them. When I fish and the fish get caught on the hook, I control them. You know what I'm saying? I can control their whereabouts. You see what I'm saying? I can control which way they move. You know what I'm saying? Which way they go. I can reel them in and so forth, man. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord, that's what He's doing. Okay. When I'm reading 2 Ezra 15, hold on. You know, so the Lord is mustering the host of the battle, man. All right, He's preparing the mighty man for war. Okay, he's preparing the mighty man for war, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord not playing around, man. Okay, this last war is inevitable and it's a necessary, man. Okay, because it's the destruction of our enemy, like I said, and it's the salvation of Israel, man. Okay, because Esau think he's gonna come back, you know, into power, which he's sadly mistaken. He think the Lord is gonna be on his side. You see what I'm saying? He think the Lord is gonna be on his side forever. You see, he think the Lord is gonna be with him. That's why he think his plan is gonna succeed, man. You know. So matter of fact, let me go back to the second Esdras real quick. The second Esdras 15. Going back to where I was at in 28 again. It says, Behold, an horrible vision and appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth. And all they which hear them may fear and tremble, right? Because this is dealing with the Iranians. Okay, what the Lord is doing, as you saw in the article, it said they accused Israel of bombing their facility. So you have it where Iran is being stirred up, man. You know what I'm saying? They're being stored up for war because they're in alliance with Russia, and they're gonna be a key player in WW3. Okay, because you're going once your alliance is attacked, if you have an alliance, meaning you have an agreement with them, which means that if this happens, you would defend, or if that happens, you would do this or that. So the red, white, and blue is not gonna have no choice but to defend or help out. You see, Israel, man. It says 30. Also, the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and also shall waste a portion of the land of the Syrians. Right. So you're gonna have a great battle, and the Lord said, "What?" Verse 31. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature. So right, that's what the Lord is doing. He's putting that USSR, that Soviet mindset back into Vladimir Putin. He's putting that warlike spirit back in the Iranians and all these different ancient nations that are known to be in war throughout the histories. Every nation has been in war throughout history. It says, and then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them. So yeah, man. Yeah, so the Lord is putting that's the point I wanted. The Lord is putting the spirits back into these people, man. So going along the way is his name, Vladimir Putin. He says his name don't stop him, but stop it for him, but death, man. So if whatever his plan is with the whatever the spirit of the Lord is putting in him, he's gonna continue to push forward, and we know he's gonna succeed because he's gonna be the one. Iran and various allies that they have, he's going to be the one, Lord willing, to spearhead the destruction of Babylon. You know, he's going to be the one that destroys this place, man. All right, which is the last war. So that last war, you know what I'm saying? Let me go here. This is Revelations. Hold on, bear with me. Yeah. So this is let's go back. This is Revelations chapter 8 and 5. It says, and the angel took the censer, right, and filled it with fire of the altar and cast it into the earth. And there were voices and thunders and lightnings and an earthquake. That's the destruction. And the seven angels which had the seven trumpets prepared themselves to sound, right? It says the first angel sounded, and there followed hail. That's going into the missiles, man. And fire mingled with blood, right? Which really goes the hell is the missiles, and it says fire mingled with blood, meaning like that's the from the people blowing up and stuff like that. It says, and they were cast upon the earth, and the third part of the trees was burnt up, and all green grass was burnt up, right? Because it says the third part of trees was burnt up, and all green grass was burnt up, because it's meaning it's all the places where Edom reside. That's where all the places Edom is at. All right, that's all the places he's at. That's why it says the third part, because he's the third part of men. You have three parts of men: the sons of God, all right, sons of men, and the sons of the wicked. All right, three parts. All right, the third part of man, which is Edom, says third part where he dwelled. And the second angel sounded, and as it were a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea. Right, and that's what let me get a quick precept. In Jeremiah 51. This is Jeremiah 51 and 25. It says, the Lord hath opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord, YAHWASHI, Rawchaa of armies of hosts in the land of Chaldeans, right? Which is the Chaldeans, which is ICBM missiles, which is that's what the Lord is talking about. He opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. All right. So when you jump back to Revelation 8, it says, and the second angel sounded, and as it were, a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea. Right. Those are the missiles dismantling this place, man. Okay. And the third part of the sea became blood. Okay. The third part of the sea. This is where Edom dwells. All right. And the third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life died, and the third part of the ships were destroyed. This is the spirit, because the brother had sent me some on social media about a fish that fakes an orgasm or something like that, so that the male can think that she was with it, but she faked it so that he can leave so she can go get another mate. That's off, man. All right, that's off. You know what I'm saying? Even down to the creatures, man. It said in the third part of the creatures which were in the sea had life died. So you got a judgment coming for everything, man. All right, everything that opposed this man's vibration. And the third angel sounded, verse 10, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp from ICBM missiles, and it fell upon the third part of the rivers and upon the fountains of waters. And the name of the star is called wormwood, right? Right, which means, because what does the word America means? It means bitter, all right? And also that word wormwood means bitter, right? Uh, what I was about to say, yeah, because when you think about Moses, right? Let me grab this real quick. Exodus 15, because let's see, this is Exodus 15, and just like it, bear with me. I don't know what happened. This is Exodus 15, and let's start at 22. It says, so Moses brought Israel from the Red Sea, and they went out into the wilderness of Shur, and they went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. And when they came to Marah, they could not drink of the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore, the name of it was called Marah, right? And the people murmured against Moses, saying, what shall we drink? And he cried unto the Lord, and the Lord showed him a tree, which when he had cast into the waters were made sweet. There he made a statue of an ordinance, and there he proved them. And he said, if thou wilt diligently hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, and will do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians, for I am the Lord that healeth thee. So the Lord is about to bring these diseases upon the people, okay, just as he did before. And it said, so going into that water, bitter, they couldn't drink the water because it was bitter. So you had to put the tree in there to make it sweet. So it says in the name of the star is called wormwood, meaning bitter, and the third part of the waters became wormwood. So not only that, the waters became contaminated, and many men died of the waters because they were made bitter, right? Drinking that radioactive water, man. You see what I'm saying? Note that that radioactive water. Says, and the fourth angel sounded, and the third part of the sun was smitten, and the third part of the moon, and the third part of the stars, going into his knowledge and wisdom understanding. That's why I said the third part of the moon. It's not 3 moons. Third part of the sun, the third part of the moon, third part of the stars, going into his knowledge, wisdom, understanding, his satellites, his structure, his system. All right, his poles that hold these vibrations and everything he has up, like, and it's floating in the sky and floating under the water. You know what I'm saying? It says, so as the third part of them was darkened, right? The internet shut out, blackouts, and the day shone not for a third part of it, and the night likewise. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, woe, woe, woe. So he said, woe means destruction, okay, which means death, 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 or destruction, destruction, destruction. 3 destructions, which is only going to be 3. So we're on the last. We're in the midst of the last. We're in the midst of the last one, and the last stage is bloodshed, man. To the inhabitants of the earth, by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the 3 angels, which are yet to sound, man. So yeah, man. We're entering that last war, man. That last war that the Lord had consistently prophesied about, man. You know what I'm saying? When you go into let me grab this real quick. Let me just get a couple more and close out. This is let me grab Joel real quick. This is Joel chapter 2. And 1, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and the sound of an alarm. And the alarm that's being blown is the sound of the alarm of war in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants, all right, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. Okay. Why would they be trembling? Because a great sound is happening, man. All right. It's not because you had different alarms in the ancient world. When the trumpet was blown, it would sometimes be blown for feast, all right, for partying, for mirth, and it will also be blown for war. All right, was one of the other sounds. And this time the prophets, they're blowing that trumpet of war. All right. It says, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Most High cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread. Right, because when you look up videos, I've done them before in videos and different articles. When you look up these different things about like how when bombs hit land, all right, and what happens when there's warfare like that, bro, the whole area will be dark because of the smoke and the different things and the debris that's in the air. So it's gonna be a day. It's gonna be a terrible, terrible day, man. Okay, it's gonna be complete darkness. Let's talk about that. How thick the darkness was in Egypt, that it's so thick that you can feel it. You know, it's gonna be apparitions, and it's gonna be so much happening in the near future, man. It says a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. Whew, man. A great people and a strong there have not been ever alike, neither shall be any more after. Right. So this is the last war, man. It's not going to be it's not going to be it's not going to be necessary for this type of war to take place again. This is the great war. This is the grand of the grands. All right. This is the grand war, the greatest war. Okay. That's why it was Einstein said what he said, man. If it was a WW4, it would be fought with sticks and stones, meaning that everybody knew at some point it was going to get to a nuclear devastation. It was going to get to a nuclear battle, man. Like, you see what I'm saying? You got to ask yourself, well, nigga, why do I need nuclear weapons just to prove my, you know what I'm saying? Why can't I just fight you with armed, you know? So because that's not enough for these dudes, man. They got to use something greater than that to prove their dominance. Because now everybody have warfare warheads, like, you know, different bombs and different guns and different things. What make you better than the next? ICBM missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right, the nuclear warheads, which is why the red, white, and blue put sanctions on different countries. Put sanctions on different countries when, you know what I'm saying, when they found out that about the facilities and whatnot, man. You see what I'm saying? Because if the red, white, and blue is the only ones with it, therefore they stand at the forefront of everything. They stand at that dominant state. But now all these countries got it, man. More than the red, white, and blue, and they boast about it, man. We at the end of this thing, man. Let's go. I saw a video pop up. Apostle Tahar just did a lesson. We're almost at the finish line, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, a great people had a strong, there have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. So, right. So again, it says there should not be any more after it. Right. We're not going to have a war. The reason why this war is happening is because Israel has reached the peak of their punishment. They elect, and the accomplishments. Let me get this real quick. This is just a quick preset. This is Second Esdras. This is Second Esdras 4. Let me see. Bear with me. This is because that's why the Lord doing all this, man. You know what I'm saying? You're not special, man. Esau. This is 2 Esdras 4:28. But as concerning the things whereof thou asking me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not come. If therefore that which is sown, so like if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good, right? So the Lord set this place up for whatever the Lord wanted to happen out of this place, the judgment of Israel to learn proper judgment, and so many things that come with this, the state that Israel is in. So, but if the Lord don't, you know what I'm saying, push the evil out, then the good cannot come. See what I'm saying? So the Lord have set you up, Esau, for his purpose, man. Okay, not because he loved you, okay, because he loved Israel. See what I'm saying? Let me get the other one. This is let me jump down 37. It says, by measure have he measured the times, and by number have he numbered the times, and he do not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled, man. You see, and that's why you hear the war talk. That's why you hear all these different talks, because the measure is being fulfilled. We measure the times through the prophecies. You see what I'm saying? When you go to 2nd Ezra 9, when you go to 2nd Ezra 9, it says, let me jump down real quick. It's either 2nd Ezra 9. No, I think it's 2nd Ezra 6. Salaki. Damn, hold on. Damn, what I'm thinking of, man. I know it's probably. Hold on, let me get this real quick. This is 2nd Ezra's. Bear with me. This is 2nd Ezra's. I know it's one of them. 9 or 6. Let me see. This is 2nd Ezra's. Yeah, 6. So I know what I was saying. All right. 2nd Ezra 6 and 19. It says, I'm gonna start at 18, and it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and will begin to make inquisition, meaning investigation. All right. So the Lord is coming to invest. He's investigating the earth right now, and you have witnesses. The witnesses are the prophets. Okay, they have the testimony of YAHWASHI YAHWASHI. Witness, testimony, martyr, all is the same word. All right. So the Lord is coming to investigate the crimes that was done on the earth, mainly to his people, because the blood is spilled on the ground, and the only way to cleanse the blood is by him that shed it. So the Lord is investigating it. Okay. So it says, and a part of that investigation, the reason why it's going to be this mighty war is because the investigation is going to prove that this man is guilty. Okay. So the punishment is war, death. Okay. We're not going to have to. All right. And then on top of that, not only is the Lord going to, the reason why the war is coming is because the war has to happen like this, because the nuclear, when you go into like it's a documentary on Sodom and Gomorrah, and they talk about the debris, the sulfur, I believe that's the word, on the ground. It's talking about the temperature of it, talking about nothing in the earth can match that temperature. Only thing close to it, they talk about the temperature of the sun. The only thing close to it is an ICBM missile. So the Lord is going to wipe this place, obliterate this place with the ICBM missiles, those nuclear warheads. He's meaning, like the tense of the heart, like I quoted Jeremiah 30, to wipe out this land with them nuclear warheads, and then he's going to bound him in chains for 1,000 years, man. You see, the war is coming to destroy this man's system. All right. When you have a war, the first thing you do is to destroy the kingdom, and then you take the king hostage, or the people hostage that's left over. Okay, because once the war happens, that they ain't gonna have no choice but to submit, because they lost. That's why they have something called underground bunkers. They know they're gonna lose, man. You don't just have underground bunkers. You don't have underground bunkers if you think you're gonna win. You see, you have it as a backup plan just in case you lose. Revelation 2nd Ezra 6 and 19, and will begin to make inquisition of them what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion should be fulfilled. So that's how you have the measure, meaning the prophecies being fulfilled. What kind of prophecies? Everything the Lord said throughout the book, and mainly because of the affliction of Zion is fulfilled, which is why you have this last war that's about to happen on the earth, man. You see what I'm saying? Verse 3, Joel 2 and 3, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behold them a desolate wilderness, yet and nothing shall escape them. So, hey, Lord willing, this quick lesson was edifying, man. You know, it's obviously many precepts we could bring out. I want to give all honor and glory, if we praise and worship to again. Yahweh, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors to our apostles and elders again, great millstone, we will teach you on sound doctrine, strong shalom to the hopeful elect and the rest of the large multitude of men, women, and children, that the Lord will have mercy on these last days. Amen. Hey, till next time, hey, Mawafla Babal, man. Hey, shalom. Hey, we almost out of this thing, brothers and sisters, bro. Keep your faith, man. Keep your integrity, man. All right. Keep your integrity, man. Hey, shalom.